and it's a Monday, coming to a Monday afternoon, and I'm going to be heading out to visit my one of my old colleagues there at a local Tim Hortons. And after watching Chris Perillo's birthday party over the weekend and wishing him a happy birthday in at least two of them, I wanted to wish Chris Perillo a happy birthday, and I'm going to try to get one of my colleagues to wish you, Chris, a happy birthday as well. So soon enough, I'm going to meet him down over at the Tim Hortons, and I'm going to have him also wish you a happy birthday, Chris. So stay tuned, and there's still more vlogging to come. And here we are, we're almost there to Tim Hortons to go get my second cup of coffee of the day. And yes, I did bring my jumbo cup of coffee with me, an empty one at least, so I can at least get it filled up there. So here we are, coming close by, having gangs of fun, as of course, and it had to rain today. Don't ask me why, it is not my idea, and I think Chippy is there, can't tell, can't see him, and here we go. And here we are, Tim Hortons, here we come, here we go. Oh boy. Oh, there he is. There he is, the smiling face himself. The guy that has to giggle so much. There he is. Okay. That was rather interesting. As you had seen, I had finally met up with Cyprian down at the local Tim Hortons in Laval. So, spent at least about 2 hours over there just chatting away like two old gits as we usually are. Talking about when we were working at different places. And he has some good news. Just before we left to go bring him back home to his place, he had received a call from a potential employer, which is IBM, and he had told me about this last night when we were speaking with each other. And as soon as I told him it was through such and such as call headhunter's place, he says, "Yeah, did you know?" He said, I told him it's like I used to work for the same company, and they usually use these guys' services. So found out that he has a potential employee. He's going to be potentially getting a new job for himself, which I congratulate him on, and he's going to be very happy there. And I told him all about the place and what to expect, and at least give him a good heads up what to do and keep it proper and all that, so that way he doesn't get into any problems over there. So, and I told him about how good IBM is with their employees, which is true. They've been good, but just have to make sure that, you know, he got to keep a good tone with them. So I gave him all the bonuses that I could from them at the time, and he's going to more likely get more information as they come in. So he's going to definitely go see them either tomorrow or Wednesday to meet with IBM themselves, and go from there. Meanwhile, I'm still going to take a look for mine and see what's happening and go from there. And you know, it's been raining outside for most of the day today. I'm still going to be vlogging up here a little bit for today, and I'm going to be heading on the way back home to get on one of my projects that I've been meaning to get on today, which is to get it up and running, and to actually get it set up and working. So at the same time, it's one of the servers that I have. You'll see it very soon enough when I have it all compiled and all that. It's going to be within the next vlog or so, and I want you guys to take a look at it as well. For those who are not technically inclined, do not worry. I'm not expecting you to comment on it. It's for those who know computers and all that, and to see what you guys think about it, okay? So please don't worry, don't panic. If you want to take a look at it, please do. At least you guys get a chance to see what it looks like, these one-use servers that I have. So that way you guys get to see what they look like and how they intertwine with everything else. The one thing I wanted to mention as well, if you ever wanted to see a server in action, and this is something I suggest to everybody. Go to YouTube and search for Facebook's data center. This here will give you an overall look of what it looks on the inside of Facebook themselves. And again, it's nothing too complicated, but at least you get an idea of what the servers in the rack look like. And it's pretty interesting because everything there is a lot more powerful than it is than what I have here, but still gives you an understanding of what I'm trying to build up here. So for now, I'll let you guys go, and I'll be back later on during the day to do some more technical stuff or more stuff to vlog about, and be right back. Okay, so sit tight, hang in there, more to come. Oh God, it hasn't stopped raining since this morning, and I visited my friend Cyprian this afternoon for a small get-together at the local Tim Hortons in Laval. It was great to see him once again, as always. And as we were just finishing off, he just received a call from a headhunters company, and I think he has some good news. The results from his interview was good, and he's going to be meeting up with his potential employer either tomorrow or Wednesday, which I congratulated him on. And from what he had told me, it looks like a good sign. And I had also mentioned to him the headhunters that he went through and all that, and explained to him certain situations with them and with the kind of potential employer. At this point in time, I only gave him good stuff to know about, good things to go with, and hopefully he'll hear something soon. And at the same time, after dealing with him, I came back home and started to twiddle around with my usual stuff, and also found some extra stuff there that I'm going to be working on one of my projects there. So at this point in time, we're going to be finishing off that one project. I have a couple of little videos that I'm going to be putting together on that project. So hopefully that project will be done by the end of today. Hopefully it'll be uploaded tonight, if not by tomorrow, because I've done some extra editing on the other stuff that I had there for it, and it looks all good. So just a matter of getting the other stuff that I need, including finishing off this vlog for today and uploading it up to my computer and putting it together on my editing machine. So with that, I'll be back soon enough to give my final thoughts for today, and also give you an update before I upload this vlog for today. So till then, folks, I'll be back with my last final thoughts. Okay, day's almost done, and I got quite a bit done with the second video there for the Mendex server there. I found some other pictures to go along with it, so that's not so bad. The beginning and endings are already done for it on my editor, and a couple of pictures were also found on my other computer, so transferred them over. Now the only thing I have to do is just get up the middle piece. So that's actually going to show what the server is on the outside, the front and back, and then basically open up the case to show you what the gut of the inside is that looks of it. And then also give you some in-story on how I was able to purchase those three servers. At least I have one to show to give everybody an idea. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. Hopefully that'll give everybody some confidence of what they actually look like and what you can actually do with it. Then what I'm going to do is, once I get that done, I'm going to probably get an operating system installed onto it and running, so that way you can actually see it actually being used in regards to maybe a web service of some sort. I haven't decided yet on what I'm going to add into it. And what I might do as well, I did download the actual PDF file of the actual motherboard, the main board itself that's inside there. So I'll give a brief description of what it looks like and what it's capable of doing, because this one here is actually using a desktop workstation type motherboard. It's something that I've looked into myself just out of curiosity's sake, because workstations and workstations and servers are kind of in between there, because you do have server motherboards specifically where you have more than one processor on board, like more than one physical CPU, and a lot more RAM. These ones that I have here, the three Mendex 1U servers, are basically a single core processor on them with some memory on it, so they are able to actually do a workload of some sort, just depending on what you need them to do. So this is something that I'm going to take a look into. In most cases, it's interesting to find out what you can do, and in some cases like this, a single core processor for a simple website for an intranet is usually good, because you don't need that much of a power load for things at home, like, you know, to do recipes online internally for the house, or along the ways of doing stuff that you need that's not on the regular computer, but at least it's stored on the server side. And the one thing I did find out that was also interesting when I was reading the information or the tech specs on the motherboard itself, on the three that I have there, that you'll see once I open it up, I'll locate the actual USB port on it, because it seems like there's another port that can be added in. So instead of having the standard 4 that's on the back side, there's another 2 that I can easily attach another 2 USB ports, so that'll be a total of 6 altogether on the back side of it. Because of this particular motherboard that's being used, that extra USB ports were originally meant for the front side of the casing itself, so you already had 2 USB ports in front and 4 in the back. But because this is a server side or a rack mount side of 1U, there's no spaces up in front for a USB port. The option in the cases like this would be on the back side, and they have sometimes little attachments that you can actually put in on the back plane or the back part of the server, where you can attach another 2 USB ports, which is a good thing itself, because that means you can put up to 6 USB drives onto it, as an example. So you can put 2 and 2 on it, so that'll be a total of 6 drives physically on it. I do realize and understand in most cases that USB ports, you can have a hookup of 127 devices on one attachment. But for something like that, depending on the device itself, meaning that if it's a small internal hard drive, as an example, it usually powers it off from the USB port itself. Or in other cases, you can add an extra USB hub to it and have that also run off of that, but you also need an extra power supply for the hub itself, because the amount of power that's going through it is only 5 volts. So for something like that, usually with a USB hub, they usually suggest having its own power supply, for the simple fact is that if you have any external drives, as an example, as these 2.5-inch external drives, they usually run off of the 5 volts. So that'll tear into the amount of attachments to that particular port hub. So in cases like this, I'll be able to show you briefly the ports itself on the back side, and then the adapter that you can actually use for something like this. And they're really easy attached to, but in this case here, because of the size of the actual case itself, the back part has to be unscrewed, and then this attachment attached to it, and then re-plugged back in, and then plug it in directly. But at any rate, that's for another story in the review of that particular case. And with this, I'm going to call it an early night today here, and I hope everybody's finding something interesting, little tidbits I'm trying to give out, and things that I'm planning to do. If you have any other things that you want me to try to do, or like a review of some sort, let me know. Put it into the comments down below, and as well, please subscribe. It doesn't hurt. You'll get the daily vlogs that I come out with, and any other reviews that I have coming up within the next couple of weeks. Okay, so please subscribe, like, please put some notes in. Definitely let me know that you're a new person on board. It's always interesting to speak with new people here, and I thank you for taking a look. Have yourself a wonderful day wherever you are, whichever time zone you're in, whether it's morning, noon, or night, wherever you are, and have yourself a great day, okay? Till next time, folks. Thank you for watching.